Hello everyone, I hope you're doing fine. Yeah, it's another video. So I just made a 2-hour video, and in this case, I wanted to highlight some of the issues in that video, and that was just a rough summary analysis of the some of the takeaways we can borrow from the American elections. And in that video, I expressed the comparative analysis, some of the US elections, how they do it, the electoral system, I mean the electoral uh, college, and also some of the issues that the election system and its response to pressing economic, security, and social challenges. And of course, with the recent elections, I was able to highlight some of the issues that are common in both countries, like the polarization, economic inequality, and also identity politics, which means that you find that they are bipartisan uh, voting, or they are bipartisan identity politics in America, where you have people like some calling them right, far right, middle, libertarians. They are also left. They are also leftist, to the extent even the Bernie Sanders right now, who is who could call him a leftist, saying that the Dems have left the working class Americans. So in that video, I was also able to give some of the concern in Kenya, what is happening in the country. Some of the issues which are going on is some of the current pressing issues in Kenya right now is the cost of living, which is has has spiked, and also with uh, even with the inflation going down, we still find it very difficult for most families to be able to afford basic needs, because their earning has been slashed, not only by the increased taxation, but also by some microeconomic global factors like war in some war, the after effects of Ukraine, Ukraine war, and also COVID, and so many things. Also, some of those are challenges that we can compare. And of course, also the idea of migration for the American. It was an issue for migration, and other issues that were there on the ballot were like immigration was there, and then also there is the idea of also abortion, this so-called personal autonomy, whereby the Dems were main the Dems were actually the mistake of the Democrats. How they lost the election is because instead of the presidential nominee Harris, in that case, instead of her championing or asking the people to give her their grievances and listening to them, and also giving solution to them. Okay, you are talking about security, insecurity, you're talking about lack of education, lack of institution, health issue, like those deterioration of health, and also many microeconomic matters and microeconomic factors. She went on silent. Of course, one of the things, she was gagged by her allegiance to Biden, being democratic, being before, Biden was running, and after the disastrous uh, debate, he lost to Trump, and then of course Trump has been campaigning for the less, as far as we know, Trump has been campaigning even as long as he was a young man. He was preparing for this presidency, as you all know. So it's important to understand that President Trump was also a celeb. He was known in the Hollywood, and he has been campaigning for the rest of his life to embracing himself as a future president. And so his entrance was not 2016, but he was always there in Hollywood and in the American scene. And so the idea of 120 days for 100 or days for Kamala, I think that was a big blunder. And of course, we can say it's 100 days because she was a vice since all along. But the idea is that she was not articulate. I remember one time she was asked by the View that what could you have changed better? Could you done differently than Biden? She said she didn't have anything in mind, and that was mind-boggling for many people. because they found that she is establishment. She is all about establishment. She should have and embrace herself as a different from the Biden. She should have entangled herself from the Biden establishment, give solution. We are working to change. We know you are suffering. You don't have good medicine. You have suffering. The idea of transport, fuel is high inflation, and so many things. So we are going to look into the idea of energy and so forth. So she would have done that. I think she lost a very important chance. But I don't know whether allegiance with the Democratic Party was more important to her than winning this. If I was her, I would have fought to gain this and then to be able to consolidate the Dems after I am already there. I would have listened to the people. What do they want? Do they want us to resume fracking? Do they want us to lower fuel? Do they want us to look into the issue of migration, to shun immigration? Of course, we could see some signs that the Dems, they had stopped immigration by this year, but before that, it was an open border policy. So those are some of the policies you would have done better. And of course, in Kenya here, there has been a lot of grievances from Kenyans, and also, but the government is not listening to Kenyans. So I am predicting that the government, this current regime, unless it changes, it's going to same predicament like the Biden government, because they refused to listen to the American electorate. And so they also discussed the idea of electoral integrity, and also commended her concession because she conceded to the election, she lost. And of course also the idea of the new media, which is you can see here, social media being the new media, whereby we are briefing you the analysis, analyzing, and giving you the what is happening here and there. And of course also we discuss the issues and give the solutions that the government, reduction of borrowing, external borrowing, and also other issues like using technology, AI, to be able to track and to be able to tighten taxation and so forth, instead of burdening the working class. President Ruto has forsaken. He is a hustler. He has that hustler mentality, that it's hustler mentality, and forgotten the working class, the middle class. And of course, even every other middle class, because the hustler are the one who suffer most because of high cost of living. It has been proven that. So this is just a summary of that video. Please watch it, and always, as a pleasure, I will be posting more videos. Please tune, and always love your feedback, comment, and I hope that the reason why I'm doing this is to enlighten you, and also to supercharge the government. Whatever they are doing, they should be awake. They should realize that just the same thing what happened to Biden. If they do not change, so this is a call, a warning to them that they should change. They should change their ways, so that if they want to be re-elected, actually, Ruto right now has a very good chance, 3 years, to change the narrative on the ground that things are good. Just check on the borrowing, check on the production, because most people are not producing, most people are not consuming. Why the GDP per capita has shrunk. Why there is no expenditure? Why people are turning? Why even if the dollar is low, even if the inflation is low, the cost of food is low, why they are not spending enough, or they do not have the capacity to spend? So thank you so much, guys. It's a pleasure to connect with you, and as always, keep tuned to our channel, and hope to catch you until next time. Ciao.